Hello, hello, hello. Happy 11/11. Going to, as always, give some time for people to join. I want to welcome everybody who is joining for the replay as well. Even if you were viewing this after 11/11, as we know, time is fluid. This is also a gateway of energy, which we feel for varying amounts of time. I really feel it strongly up until the 14th. And then, of course, we will have a resurgence of this energy from the 20th through the 24th, roughly. Essentially, really throughout most of the month of November. But today is the 11th, so this is the peak of the energy. This is also an 11-day, numerologically speaking. So it's an 11-11-11 portal, more or less. And if we add up, the year is a 7-year, right? So it's 7 plus 11 plus 11 breaks down to 11. That's what makes it an 11-day. And of course, being a 7-year, even if we do 11-11-7, that is a highly auspicious spiritual number as well. So really, really powerful 11-11 portal this year, you guys. We are, as we've been talking about and discussing, shifting timelines in a really powerful manner. This is a whole new chapter of life, of reality, of experience in this dimension that many of us are walking into right now. So welcome, my fellow travelers. Hello, Tommy. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. Everybody say hello to the beautiful Tommy, my very, very good friend in the flow as always. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Sarah. Yeah, everybody hop into the chat as you get here and say hello so we know that you're here, everybody who is joining us live. Oh, such a beautiful energy today. We've been talking about, and we talked on the last live stream, which I think was just a few days ago. We were covering the 11-11 portal, some of the energy of the Mars conjunct Sun, which we're going to get even more deeply into coming up here, as well as the new moon in Scorpio, because all of these energies are connected, right? And so today begins the journey of the Sun and Mars within 2 degrees of each other, coming towards, moving together toward that conjunction. And they will be a couple degrees apart for the new moon in Scorpio on the 13th. Hello, Stir the Pot. Welcome. So we're feeling that energy. We're feeling all these energies. We're vibing in it, right, you guys? We are really this energy is, even though there's been a lot of purging, there's been a lot of heavier energies that a lot of us have been experiencing, right? As we're moving toward this powerful timeline shift, or really in this process of shifting timelines, as we are releasing density, as we have been preparing ourselves to open up for these activations, it's been a lot. And a lot of us have been going through a little mini dark night of the soul, perhaps, just really kind of drowning in those heavy energies. And I felt the energy beginning to lighten a couple days ago. And for me, at least personally, it's continued to get lighter. And so hopefully that will continue, but just love yourself wherever you're at right now and take some time today to focus on where it is that you're going and to align yourself vibrationally. Do things that make you feel good. Do things that raise your vibration and your frequency today. All right. One thing that I want to talk to you guys about that I just started, and I didn't even realize until right now how cool it was that I was beginning this on 11-11-11. Hello, Pamela. I'm so glad you're here. Loving you so much. Oh, I missed you. We don't get to see you nearly as often as I would like. So happy you're here with us in the chat. Is this thing called 369 scripting. And so I don't know how many of you are familiar with this. What it is it's a method of manifesting. And I think as is 369, right, it obviously works with the understanding that Tesla had of the universe, of the numbers 369 and how everything is, those are the building blocks of the universe, frequency wise, numerologically wise. And so we're working with that energy. And right, what is 6 but 3 doubled? And what is 9 but 3 tripled, right? So it makes sense, right? 3 being the number of the Trinity, and just a really powerful spiritual number, the number of creation, right? So we're working with this concept, with this energy, and the scripting means that we write it down. So we take however many things. I wanted to do 3 things that I was manifesting. And then I had like 5 on my paper once I started, at 5 or 6, and I had to pare it back down because my hands don't really do so well with writing physically. And I feel like it's the best way to go about this is to write it down physically. But you pick however many things you're manifesting, right? Can be as many as you want. I recommend going with 3, 6, or 9. And in the morning, you write each thing out 3 times. In the middle of the day, you write each thing out 6 times. And at the end of the day, you write each thing out 9 times right before you go to bed. So that's the last thing that you do before you go to sleep, ideally. And as you write it down, they say to read all of them 9 times in the evening, but I like to do it every single time. Right. So to read each thing 3 times in the morning, to read each thing 6 times and then 9 times. And where we understand the value of speaking things aloud, I think reading it aloud at least once a day, at least at nighttime, is going to be really powerful. So I decided to start doing this, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to take me. I have a little journal that I'm writing it in, and I'm not going to share with people the things that I'm manifesting or creating because I think it can be helpful to have that collective energy really buoying your manifestations, right? When we manifest and create together, it can be a very powerful process. However, we also all have to keep in mind that not everybody is really thrilled for us leveling up and living our dreams. All right. And so we don't want any negative energy in the mix. So one of the kind of the key esoteric principles when you're manifesting or doing spell work or whatever is to keep things, kind of hold things close to your chest. And I did get some messages about that recently in one of the daily readings that I did. It feels like a good idea. So it's like the way that I see it is share it with the people that you know are in your corner that are going to put out that positive energy for you. And other than that, share it with the universe, share it with yourself, and share it with spirit, right? And just see what manifests. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I will share with you guys how this goes, like as things come to pass. One of the things on my list should be coming to pass very soon here. And then when things do come to pass, they'll just fall off my list and I'll either replace them with something else or just go on with the things that I have until I feel like it's time to add something else to the list. So checking that out, it's called 369 scripting, you guys. And any other rituals, anything, I'm really getting back into the energy of affirmations, working with affirmations, working with the power of language in that way. And there was a really great little video clip that Pete of the Chosen 144 posted. I really liked it. And he said it was 3 ways to instantly shift your reality. And one of the things is like when something that you don't like happens in your reality, he says to ask the universe, to ask spirit, to say, what else is possible for me? When something that we do like happens in our reality, to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. How can it get any better than this? And the third thing was to say 10 times every day, all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And so it's like you can use stuff like that. You can play around with your own stuff. Just really start getting some mantras. At least once a day, I always say to myself, I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. And 3 is the magic number. So repeating things 3 times is great, but do play around with it. Today, maybe you want to repeat things 11 times. All right. Just like go with the flow of it, but really work with the power of your voice. Work with the power of, I speak my world into being. That's our phrase for right now. All right. That's our mantra. I speak my world into being. And it's a really powerful mantra because not only does it remind us to say the things that we want and to speak in a way that supports the timeline and the version of ourselves that we are shifting into, but it also reminds us when we are speaking negatively of ourselves, of other people, of our situations, of any aspect of our lives, it reminds us that in that moment, we are also speaking our world into being. All right. So it reminds us to be careful with the words that we choose to speak. Exactly, Sarah. Instead of saying things happen to me, things happen for me. Absolutely. It's all in the way that we frame it, you guys. Hello, Galactic Elf. Hello and welcome. Greetings from New England to the Big Island in Hawaii. All right, so what else do we want to talk about with this 1111 energy? working with that, the power of our words, working with the power of our vibration, our energy, our manifestation, knowing that we are going through a major timeline split. But like we said, if we are consciously, consistently showing up, giving it our best every single day, right? Doing our best to care for ourselves, to act out of love, to choose out of love, to embody love, and to understand what that means. This is what's coming through right now. It's like, if we don't understand what it means to embody love, if we don't understand what it means to choose out of love, to act out of love, ask Spirit to show you. Show me what it means to act out of love. Show me what it means to choose out of love. Show me what love feels like. Okay, you can ask these things of your higher self. Remember, our higher selves are always wanting to get to know us better. Well, they know us completely, right? But they're always wanting to build a more powerful relationship with us, right? Because our higher self is us. Make sure you guys are working with your crystals today too. I want to actually, I'm going to pull a crystal card to get us started here today, because I feel like there's some crystals that want to work with us through this 11/11 and through this whole gateway and this energy of November. So we're going to see, and just know, like, this timeline split, it's not just this month. This is going into December too. In December, we have the 12/21 gateway. 12/12 to 12/21. That is a massive gateway of energy every single year, right? As we're moving through this energy, we're also moving this, the sun is moving through, we're passing through that connection with the galactic center, with the great attractor. There's a lot of powerful energy in the month of December and in that gateway. And then, of course, on 12/21, we have the winter solstice as well. Clear. So this is an ongoing energy, really, for the rest of the year. But we're especially tapping into today and the rest of November for what crystals want to come out and work with us. So let's see what we have going on here. This 11/11 and this manifestation gateway, I feel really moving us through, like we said, the next 2 years for the entirety of the Mars and the Mars cycle that's beginning on the 18th with that conjunction of Mars and the sun at 25 degrees of Scorpio. And this is all about our empowerment. This is about taking our power back, about living and acting from that place of pure desire. Really, really powerful cycle, you guys. This Mars cycle with this Scorpio, kicking off with the Scorpio energy here. Yes. Okay. Pamela says we have 12/31/23, 123, 123. Yeah. The whole month of December, the whole month of November and December are just friggin' magical, you guys. They really, really, truly are. It's just, even today, right? What's today? 111123. Like, come on. All right, these cards are just jumping off the deck here. I knew that we had some energy that wanted to come through. So we have gold coming out, the solar angel. Gold is a very powerful crystal. It is a very powerful gemstone element, all right? There are, depending on what you believe and what you understand as far as what goes on cosmically, there are, of course, races. There are some people who believe that the Anunnaki use this planet to mine for gold, that they power their energy sources with it. I know when it comes to some of these darker aliens, like the Archons, we talked about those. If you want to know more about that, check out the live stream. What's really going on here? And where we talk about the inverted AI matrix, we know that they utilize these natural minerals from different planets. They pillage these planets for these natural resources to power their dark technology, to power their energy, right? Gold is highly, highly spiritually significant. It carries such powerful properties, and that's why it is such a commodity, right? It's not because of its money value. Remember, a money value was placed on gold, but it's not the monetary value that was artificially created, right? It's the spiritual value. So working with the energy of gold, if you have any gold, oh, awesome. Pete just went live too. That's beautiful. If you have any gold jewelry, today's a great day to cleanse that and clear that, I think. If you have any technologies that contain gold as well, today's a powerful day for positively polarizing all of your technologies, I think. And we talked about that there was an aura regression that I shared with everyone, an aura hypnosis session that I did with somebody, and she was sharing the energy, the importance of the crystals and the different elements and the ways to reclaim those from anywhere where they have been pillaged from other planets, to help to bring those home and to positively polarize our own technologies and energies, because a lot of these, they contain diamonds, they contain crystals, they contain sometimes gold. All right. But really working with that energy, this is going to really help you up your frequency. Some people as well, monatomic, I think that's how you pronounce it, gold. Some people might want to look into that. Some people take that as a supplement. I've tried it a couple times. I don't know that I necessarily noticed anything from it. But everybody's different. Everybody's system reacts differently, and everybody has different galactic heritage as well, and different percentages of different energies within them. And I think for some people specifically, when you take the gold as a supplement, it reacts really well with your individual DNA makeup. As far as your galactic heritage. So some people could really, monoatomic gold, I think that's how you say it, could benefit from that. If you have any, today's a great day to dust it out, maybe. Dust it off. Omis, yes, or Ormus. I believe it's called Ormus. Thank you, Michael. And hello, hello, hello. And then we have green tourmaline coming out as well, enlightenment. And this one, you notice how some of these cards really look like beings. Like if you look at that one, that definitely looks like some type of being there with multiple wings, with like 3 sets of wings, right? So that's interesting. And then we have pyrite on the bottom of the deck. So a lot of this, and this is, oh my God, this is crazy. Pyrite and dioptase. And do you see that theme going on here? Golds and greens. All right. Dioptase is the healing heart crystal, and pyrite is the spark of life. So really working with those golden crystals and those green crystals. And then underneath both of those, we have bloodstone, which really brings together all the energies of the lower chakras merging with the heart. And that is a great purification stone. That is a great stone, especially for physical purification. If you are dealing with any health things or any physical, especially the blood, cleaning and clearing the blood. Bloodstone's really good for that. Hence the name, right? All right. So we're not going to read all of these. Ooh, and Larimar under that, and clear quartz. So then we're moving into the higher chakras here. So just go with whatever. If you're trying to connect with your angelic heritage, with your angelic energies, these are going to be good ones, especially the clear quartz. I think I just saw an orb. Did you guys see that, or did I make that up when I was holding those up just then? All right. So for gold, what are we going to read for you guys here? Oh, used in the treatment of multiple sclerosis. In the ancient Atlantean times, pure gold talismans were physically implanted into the body for activation, healing, and spiritual growth, directly affecting the light-carrying ability of the nervous system and body. So if you've been struggling with issues of the nervous system, working with gold, and all of our nervous systems are going over a major overhaul right now, right? Our adrenal systems, our nervous systems, as our light bodies are growing and activating. So gold can really help, I'm feeling, to balance out the activation of your entire light body and any aspects of your physical body that are struggling to adapt. So really working with that. If you guys are going through that, also reach out to me to set up a Belvespita session. I have limited sessions available for the rest of the year, but those are really, really helpful. when it comes to assisting people in anchoring in light codes, DNA activations, in like keeping up with the upgrades that are coming through for them, and also releasing any more density that needs to be released. Belvespita angel healing is so good for that. So reach out to me. My information is in the description box below. And if for some reason it's not, because this is a live stream, it's in the description box of all my other videos. All right, let's see here. What else do we want to... Let's see. Gold is the mineral of the solar angel, the soul consciousness, which it powerfully activates and carries into the body. This regenerates all aspects of self and activates our inner light and true potential, helping us to know our individual gifts and stay on our true path of growth. Gold simply infuses the desire to know spirit and grow via its embrace as a reality. Mentally and emotionally, gold purifies, clearing negativity, tension, and stress, which allows the discovery of a holistic balance in all activities and often shows the pathway of true care in disease processes. Gold also extends its purification ability into the dream state, where it is one of the best nightmare stones, removing them and delivering the message behind them more gently. I also feel like pairing bloodstone and gold together, if you're having nervous system issues, if you're having just health issues in general right now, as your body is calibrating and recalibrating itself, I feel like that's going to be a powerful combination for somebody. And this is perfect as we're working with this Mars activation, right? And this, which is, of course, an activation of our masculine energy. It says here, and it's 222. My phone just activated and turned itself on just to show me 222 as we were saying this. So that's perfect timing, right? There's somebody who's been seeing twos. There's a confirmation for you, and perhaps a little activation that we all just received there together, right? Hello, Earth Angel Chosen, welcome. And so where were we going with this? Dreams, the masculine energy, right? So this says here, spiritually, this mineral is aligned with the male energy of creation and the very basis of unconditional love. It is known to activate and link the soul star chakra via the crown to the lower self, and is the spiritually higher aspect of emerald, her big brother on the inner plane. And is emerald not once again a green stone, you guys? So really, those any green or gold stones that you have are going to be so powerful as we're moving through today and this entire week, and really the month of November, right? Let's see. Gold is the sacred metal and doorway to the energies of Helios and Vesta, the solar logos. It connects to the Christ energy, linking us to masters at that level, such as Lord Sai Baba and Lord Maitreya. Where the physical body is concerned, gold is of use with multiple sclerosis, tissue regeneration, neurological problems, autism, epilepsy, and dyslexia. Gold is a metal of regeneration, vitality, and power. On some level, you have depleted yourself, leaving an open door for stress and negativity. It is time to recharge and take time for self. Remember, and this is a big message that Spirit wants us all to really internalize as we're moving through the remainder of 2023. Rest and regeneration. Okay? Hello, Liquid Fire. Welcome, beautiful. There is so much happening right now. There are so many powerful shifts going on within each and every single one of us. We are quite literally in a process of being reborn right now. All right, like we said, there's a major timeline split and timeline shift happening. There is so much going on. And the most important thing that each and every single one of us can do right now is to rest and recharge, to allow this recalibration to occur and to really pare down what it is that we're doing, pare down our schedules to almost like the bare essentials at this point, you guys. Like really for the rest of 2023, rest and recharge. It is like rest, recalibrate, recharge, and reboot. That's it. That's the main guidance for 2023. And to give ourselves permission to do that. And remember, we're going through this major healing of our masculine energy, right? But as that energy is recalibrating, the way to bring the most healing and balance to that is to fall into our feminine, right? To be receptive, to be in that quiet state, to allow that beautiful intuition to flow through. All right, to allow the healing, we have to give ourselves time for this healing to occur. All right. So it's just so important. Spirit wants us to really focus on that. And if you are somebody who is always in that almost like exaggerated masculine energy all the time, right? Where you're just constantly feeling like you need to do, go, then it's especially important for you. It's time to really pull the plug on that and to just sit back and allow yourself time to be. All right, allow yourself time to process, allow yourself time to it's like the last phases of this metamorphosis right now that we're going through. And Spirit's showing me like if we were a phoenix right now, it would be like, when the phoenix burns, right? And then it's almost like what we would look like right now is the glowing embers, those last few glowing embers before that fire goes out. And then we rise. All right. So it's like allow yourself, imagine yourself, connect with those, really work with the energy of fire if you can. Right. And just allow yourself to be those glowing embers and really nourish yourself, take care of yourself. As we move through, just focus on your vibration, focus on doing the things that make you feel good. Okay. Let whatever wants to come up, come up. Let it clear, let it move through you. Love yourself fiercely and unconditionally. And if there are things within you that are coming to the surface, that are coming into your knowledge or awareness, things that need to be shifted, ways that you can practice loving yourself more, then do that. Every day, this is one of our affirmations. I choose self-love. I choose me. I choose love. I choose self-love. I choose me. I am lovable. I am perfect. All right, really working with these I am affirmations as well. Doing everything we can to show ourselves that we love ourselves, right? To treat ourselves with love and kindness and care. I don't think it's an accident that there was a clip that popped up. I watched, for some reason, I forget why it was, I was revisiting one of my older videos, and I turned it on right at the time where I was discussing the recent channeling that had come through for me regarding self-love, right? And how it was as simple as making the choice. And I shared that. That's one of the, should be in the shorts. I shared that as a short for you guys. So go ahead and check that out. If it's not on here, it's on TikTok and Instagram. I think I shared it on YouTube too, though. So powerful. It's so important right now. Hello, Arika. Welcome, beautiful. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a great, what do they call that, Sarah? That's a great method to pull yourself out of a panic attack or something like that. The grounding exercises of naming the things that you see, that you hear, that you smell. It brings you back into the present moment. Yeah. Another thing we actually used to, so I worked in treatment for some time. I think most people on this channel know now that I'm a recovering addict myself as well. And I worked in the treatment field for a couple of years. And another thing we used to do was we used to give people oranges to hold. Something about the orange specifically. I don't know if it's the color, the way that it feels, cold oranges out of the refrigerator or the freezer. The cold and the color and something about it, maybe even the smell of it, is really great grounding tool for people who have PTSD and different things like that. Yeah, that can be really powerful. But yes, bringing yourself, that's a great recommendation for anyone who is having trouble bringing themselves into the present moment. Like if your mind starts running away with you, try that exercise that Sarah mentioned. What do I see? What do I smell? What do I hear? Okay, activate your senses other than the mind, other than like, what do I think, right? Bring it into your physical reality. Bring yourself back into the physical reality. I almost want to say CBT. Is that a CBT technique, Sarah? Cognitive behavioral therapy? Is that something from CBT? Yeah, and actually for people as well, the scent of oranges is supposed to do something to your brain, where it also is great for if you're trying to get rid of an addictive habit. Like I know I had a friend, and when she quit smoking cigarettes, she got like an essential oil of oranges, and she would put it on her wrist, and she would sniff her wrist, and the scent of oranges would bring her out of her craving. So that's another technique as well. If there's anybody out there wanting to quit smoking as well, I did it through aura hypnosis healing, which is the past life regression quantum healing entity removal method that I offer now. So really powerful stuff. That worked like a charm. That was the 10 years of trying to quit smoking. And that was the final thing that did it. I mean, I can't even, it was literally like magic. Like, I just didn't care anymore. It is absolutely wild. There are definitely times, especially lately, I think with all the stress, there's been a lot of stress and a lot of changes going on in my personal life and all of our lives, right? Moving through eclipse season, moving through all of this. And I definitely have had cravings again. They have started back up, but they were gone for like months and months. It was just nothing. It was just like, it was removed completely. Even when I was standing around with people, you know, I have many people in my life who still smoke, you know, didn't bother me at all. It was absolutely wild. I did chew a lot of gum and I still chew a lot of gum. But yeah. So anyway, hello, Solomon. Welcome, brother. We are continuing on here talking about gold, working with the element, the energy of gold. Let's see. It is time to recharge and take time for self. All right, that's where we left off. Review your goals and let your potential shine as the guiding light in choice. I love that choice. Remember, what do you choose? It's all about choosing. All right. Nothing is out of your reach when you are inward, whole, and revitalized. Though in physicality, it is easy to forget your blinding light. I'm going to hold that up for people again, light language on the card there. Gold is here to help you go inward and have trust. For although we are all unified and equal, each of us contributes individual sparks to the end fire, which will not be in its completion without us. Gold is asking you to remember this and honor your individual path with trust and empowerment. Leave your footprints in the sand for others to see and follow if they wish. For under Gold's spell, no one has even seen the beach upon whose back you walk. It lives in you alone. That's interesting. I butchered that sentence, so I want to read that again for you guys. Leave your footprints in the sand for others to see and follow if they wish. For under Gold's spell, no one has even seen the beach upon whose back you walk. It lives in you alone. I just think that's a weird sentence. I don't know. It didn't really make a whole lot more. It sounded beautiful, but it didn't make much more sense the second time I read it. I think we get the idea though, right? Being the way shower, right? Paving that path for others to walk if they choose. And the affirmation is, I am the solar angel. So tapping into that solar energy, remembering as well, the sun is our life force. It's not just, some people look at it as masculine energy. Some actually see the sun as feminine. But regardless of that, right? It is a portal. It is the main portal in our universe. It is a representation, a microcosmic, even though it seems very large to us, right? But really, when we look at it in terms of source, it is a microcosmic emanation of source energy itself. And it is one of our most powerful portals. Knowing, of course, that the most powerful portal we actually all walk around with every day. It's right here in our heart center. All right. But it is, the sun's everything. So really working with that, working with the elements that connect us to the sun, and working with the physical sun itself if we are able. I'm really excited too. I want to let you guys know, if you have not yet subscribed to me on Rumble, the link is in the description box of most of my videos under my social media links. There's also a join link that I found when I was looking through my Rumble profile today. So I included that as well. If you guys join through there, I think I get some type of credit for it, which is kind of cool. So, but Rumble is the future of streaming. It is the future of these types of platforms, because it is, at least at this point in time, 100% free speech. All right, it's really beautiful, really powerful, and we are going to be live streaming on Rumble. I think I'm going to do so. And I know there are people on here who think that Russell Brand is part of the cabal and working for the dark forces and whatever you want to say. I love Russell Brand. I really do. And when the establishment sort of went after him and started employing their formula that they do when people start rebelling too much and saying things that they don't want them to say, and they have too much influence. And they trumped up all those charges against him, and YouTube and different outlets started censoring him and trying to cancel him, essentially, right? He went over to Rumble and he started the Stay Free podcast on Rumble. He goes live like twice a day, I feel like, almost every single day on Rumble. And the Stay Free, guys, check it out. It is fantastic. It really, truly is. Everything when I used to watch him on YouTube, and I would hear him kind of skirting around things, and I'd be like, does he really just not know what's going on, or is he just not able to say it? And I wasn't really sure, like, and then now on Rumble, it's like, he puts it all right out there. All right, so it's great. Rising Phoenix Aurora, my teacher that I learned aura hypnosis from, she does a lot of really great content on Rumble. Everybody who has something to say that is really true and authentic that cannot be shared on this platform says it on there. So everybody should be joining there. We're going to see more and more people migrating over there. And so I think I'm going to do, the reason that I brought Russell up was I think I'm going to start doing what he does, which is he starts on both platforms, Rumble and YouTube, when he does a live stream. And then once the content starts getting into sort of a place where he can't speak freely about it on YouTube anymore, he just sends everybody over to Rumble and he ends the stream on YouTube and just continues on Rumble. So I think that's what I'm going to start doing when we start getting into some of the more sensitive content here, because there are things that need to be spoken about. There's a lot going on that platforms such as YouTube simply do not allow people to speak about. And the fact that we have to go to a different platform in order to speak openly and freely shows you the level of control and censorship that is going on in this world right now, right? And it shows that there's something to what we're saying, because if there wasn't, we wouldn't be censored. All right? They wouldn't care. The establishment would not be threatened. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to start streaming. There's different things, different requirements for streaming on Rumble. You have to have your own operating system that you're streaming through, because you can't stream directly through their platform. So there's a few more kinks. I think I have enough subscribers on there now where I'm able, you also have to have a certain amount of subscribers to live stream. I think I might be there. I think we're up to like 20 people, but if anybody hasn't joined yet, go ahead and do so. As we move into the new year, I'm also going to start a membership on Patreon for people who want to just make a small donation monthly. So if you are interested in that, that will be coming out soon. And I think I'm going to do probably like once or twice a month, just do a live stream on Zoom strictly for the Patreon members. Hello, IW Gabrielle. You can ask a question if this is a personal reading question. I unfortunately don't have time to do personal readings today. That is something that if I had more time, I would have loved to maybe do like an 11/11 reading, questions for 11/11. If it's a really, really burning question, you can type it out. And if I have time, if you want to make a donation, and we have time at the end, I can perhaps do that. I am going to start doing some live streams. And hello, Shauna, beautiful, happy 11/11. What was I going to say? I am going to start doing live streams. Probably on TikTok is where I'm going to start doing those, where people can ask a question for a donation and do like those just live streams where that's all that we're doing. But on these, there's just like so much going on that we're trying to cover that it's hard if we start getting into too many personal questions as well. But like I said, if it's a really burning question, throw it in. And if we have time at the end, I will do my best to answer that for you. If it's just a general question, like not like a personal reading question, but a general question, then absolutely ask it now. That's kind of part of the point of the live stream, is that we're able to do all this stuff as we're going along here. What else do we want to talk about? All right, we're going to move on to green tourmaline here. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes coming in the new year, you guys. I'm really excited. I've been guided to take a rest myself, just like everybody else. So I'm not going to be going nuts. We're going to be doing touching base here, doing our live streams. I'm going to be doing, the weekly readings. I should still be able to continue to do and some of that stuff, but I'm really going to be slowing down. Like I said, I am seeing limited clients for the rest of this month and maybe a few throughout December, but not a whole lot. So if you guys want to get in for a personal reading, astrology, tarot, energy healing session, I know I mentioned the Bell Vespita, I mentioned the aura hypnosis healing. Please reach out to me and email me sooner rather than later because there are only so many spots available for that. All right, green tourmaline. The energy of green tourmaline is infused directly into the nervous system. So once again, we got a lot of energy here coming through to support our nervous system right now, you guys, which only goes to show how intense the activations that we're receiving right now are and how much our light bodies are shifting and growing at this particular moment in time, where it raises our ability. I should have finished my sentence. So it says the energy of green tourmaline is infused directly into the nervous system, where it raises our ability to carry light there. All right. Just imagine it, like imagine the different systems of your body and just imagine that they are all just lighting up right now. Imagine like your veins just glowing with golden light, right? That it's spreading through your nervous system. It's spreading through your veins. It's spreading through every aspect of your being, your blood. All right. This gives the mineral the healing pathways of higher consciousness and higher general light frequency, resulting in its reputation as the stone of enlightenment. Let's see. A master healing stone, green tourmaline, can open the heart chakra in the presence of the spirit, which allows peace, trust, compassion, patience, and non-attachment to be found in expectations to be seen as perceptions that can be released if appropriate. Green tourmaline is a specialist healer for those that have issues with their father figure. Once again, healing masculine energy, right? Because our outward relationship to masculine energy is a reflection of our inward relationship to masculine energy and to our own masculine energy. Let's see. Oh, the other thing I want to say, Gabriel, if I don't have time to answer and address your question on this live stream, email me. My information is in the description box below. For an 1111 donation, I can do a single quick card pull for you. I have some other options as well to get you an answer to your question. I can send it to you as a little recorded video. So that's an option for you as well. Like I said, my email is in the description box below. If it's not in the description box of this video, it's in the description box of every other video that's not a live stream. So just go to one of my recorded and uploaded videos as opposed to my live stream videos, and it will definitely be there. All right, let's see. Insomnia, anyone who's suffering from insomnia right now. Multiple sclerosis keeps coming up. So I feel like there's somebody who's watching this who is suffering from or dealing with multiple sclerosis. So gold and green tourmaline, and I'm really feeling bloodstone for you as well. Work with all of those crystals for that. And also, aura hypnosis healing has been shown to assist people in self-healing from that. So you might want to reach out for an aura session as well. But definitely these crystals want to work with you to help you, to assist you with that. But as we were saying, we're talking about the energy of the father figure, father healing, masculine healing, healing our own divine masculine energy. So I don't think that is a accident at all, right? Let's see. It's worked with extensively in psychic surgery, able to heal the energy bodies, seal, align, and cut away that which is no longer needed, all while holding a highlight frequency that delivers integrity into the work. And so if you are working, and isn't that funny too? Because didn't I say that looks like a being? Like some of these are really, you can see the being very strongly. Like you see the head, see the face and the wings, the sets of wings and everything. And so I think it's funny that they mentioned psychic surgery because it certainly looks like a being. This could be like there are certain beings. I believe it was Dolores Cannon or somebody called them, I think called them the surgeons. And I've definitely encountered these beings in some of my astral travels before. Anybody who's never had psychic surgery before, it is a wild experience. I've had some people received psychic surgery through Belvespa sessions when I've done Belvespa sessions with them. I received psychic surgery on ayahuasca and DMT. It's wild, you guys. Absolutely wild. You can actually feel the anesthesia being administered and different parts of your body going numb. I can't even. I can't even get into it. It's wild. So if you're trying to do healing work, or if you're I even feel like trying to do psychic surgery on yourself, right? Setting up your own shielding, kind of it's in a meditation, bringing healing to different aspects and parts of your being or body. Work with gold, work with green tourmaline. If you're calling in, I also feel like this can be, green tourmaline can be assistive for some people, almost like Archangel Michael's sword, to like cut away cords and different things within the body. Yeah, Sarah. Psychic surgery essentially is like human surgery, but it's done in a different dimension by multidimensional beings. Yeah. And it quite literally, so the only human surgery that I've ever had was when I had my cesarean when my son was born. And other than that, I'd never been in an operating room except in other dimensions, right? Like when I was on ayahuasca and DMT, I've had a few experiences with that. So that was the only other time. And I remember staring up at the ceiling, and it looked very similar, right? With the lights and everything above you. And yeah, when I went in for my C-section, I started having sort of like flashbacks of the psychic surgeries that I'd had, and everything felt really weird because of the spinal that they had to give me and everything. And I was like, oh my God, please let me stay in this dimension right now. Like, what is happening? It was just such a strange experience, And fortunately through aura hypnosis healing, I was able to bring healing, remove any negative technologies that were placed during that. And there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on the etheric levels during cesareans and during a lot of these different surgeries and stuff that I learned about when I started doing entity removal. So luckily I was able to bring through some healing and clearing for some of those energies during my aura hypnosis healing sessions. All these strings passing on your face from time to time. I'm not sure I understand that question. I would need a little more information about what you're asking about, Gabriel. But yeah, psychic surgery is wild. It really is, man. There's nothing. It's almost like you can't really explain it. You can't really explain it in words. It's super cool though. Super cool. And the technologies, of course, that these extra dimensional, multidimensional beings have are so far surpass our own, right? So yes, there are positive surgeons and in other dimensions, and it's literally like that's just what they do. They do psychic surgery, and they assist probably beings from all different dimensions, right? And so that's what this card kind of reminds me of, is that energy. So maybe somebody's going to be having psychic surgery. And if this is really resonating with you and you're like, oh my God, that feels like me right now, sleep with some green tourmaline, set your shield, set that intention, only benevolence, right? That you will only be interacting with benevolent beings in your astral travels. Set those really strong protections, your Merkaba, your love light shield, any other shields before you go to sleep. You do not consent to any infringement of any kind upon any aspect of your being in this or any other time, space, dimension, or multidimensional reality. All of that, right? And then sleep with some green tourmaline to perhaps aid in the process. I remember after one of my psychic surgeries, Sarah, they were working on, actually that was crazy. That's a whole different live stream to really get into that most powerful experience that I had with that with the ayahuasca. But I had, essentially it was like full body surgery, and the next day when I woke up, it literally felt like somebody had sliced me open from my armpit down on one side, and like I was healing from actual surgery. It was really wild. Yeah, definitely green tourmaline, any kinds of tourmaline right now. Black tourmaline's really great for grounding and protection. Green tourmaline's great for everything that we're talking about right now, right? Watermelon tourmaline is really beautiful. That's a really beautiful heart opener, watermelon tourmaline. All right, let's see here. Ooh, green tourmaline is one of the most powerful Arcturian contact stones, and it can open the records of the Delphic Oracle. That's powerful. All right, chronic fatigue, exhaustion. If you guys have been feeling tired, if you've been getting migraines, lowered immune function, panic attacks, any type of spinal misalignment, like we said, insomnia. If your children are really hyperactive right now, if you can find a way to hide a piece of green tourmaline somewhere where they're not going to choke on it or find it, right? Could be helpful for them as well, or just to put in their room at night if they're having nightmares or trouble sleeping or anything like that. Great for all those things. So I think all of us are experiencing different levels of that. And one of the reasons we're feeling so run down, you guys, I'm going to reiterate, is because we're meant to be resting right now. All right. And Tammy, go ahead and I know I had read a little while ago that you said that you had this and Pete's live stream on at the same time. So go ahead and drop a comment there and let him know that I said hello. Let everyone know I said hello over there. Yeah, intense to say the least. Exactly, Tommy. So yeah, we could probably all benefit from some green tourmaline right now. And so the healing journey or the healing message for green tourmaline is, if green tourmaline has come to you today, an incident, pathway, or issue has caught the attention of your higher self and called it to action. Remain as open as possible and sit in a space of self-awareness as the answer or healing path is about to present itself. Be patient, compassionate, and non-judgmental of self at this time, and respect how hard you are working on a higher level to make the answer clear. This is a good time for automatic writing. Simply sit and ask for the solution from your highest self. Write and then later read what you have written. The doors of enlightenment are opening. This stone also presents when one has passed an initiation or moved through a level spiritually. It is a symbol of achievement and the presence of your spirit. If a father figure has passed recently, this card is a symbol of his presence and the opportunity to finalize the healing of any issue that was unfinished between you. And I want to add to that, I feel like this doesn't even have to be a recent passing. All right. So if anybody has experienced the loss of a father or the loss of a parent, period, it doesn't have to just be a father, but definitely feeling it strongly for the father energy. Even if you haven't, say, maybe they haven't passed away, but there's been a loss in the connection, in the relationship there. And this is actually coming into Gabriel answering your question as well, I'm feeling. There's a deeper level of healing that you're able to achieve right now regarding that energy. And if there is a living parent that you are struggling with right now, struggling to have a connection with, take a piece of green tourmaline. I feel like you want to wrap it in something, like wrap it in a cloth, maybe. Wrap it in a cloth, tie it with a ribbon. I'm seeing and feeling a pink cloth in my head for some reason, but it could probably be any color. Set that intention within that stone, that healing energy be sent to your relationship with your parent, or this could go for anybody. Honestly, it doesn't just have to be a parent. Anybody that you're having issues with right now, that you're seeking resolution and healing in your relationship with them. All right, take that piece of green tourmaline, wrap it in a cloth of your color, the color of your choosing, whatever feels right. Tie it with a ribbon, once again, of the color of your choosing. I'm feeling pink, though. I'm really feeling pink. And set that intention, meditate that intention into the crystal to send healing energy for the highest and best solution and the highest and best healing for everybody involved. And then set that aside somewhere, tuck that aside somewhere special. For some people, I'm feeling like bury it in the earth. Or you'll know what to do with it. Follow your intuition as far as like what to do with the crystal afterwards. Any size tourmaline, yeah. Because I may grab a rather large piece if it's to do with healing and family. Use your judgment. I don't think in this case, size doesn't really matter. It's some of the smallest crystals that I've held have the most intensity of energy to them. All right. But once again, go with your intuition. Yeah. And Jamie, I might need quite a few green tourmaline. This is only if you feel called to do it, you guys. It's just like a little witchy interlude coming through here, channeling my former witch from other other multidimensional realities here. But Spirit's saying that will be helpful. And you can also do this for your own self-healing, you guys. If there's something that you are looking to heal within yourself as well, tinker with this ritual, right? Also tinker with the crystal. If there's a different crystal that you feel like resonates more for you. But I really feel like green tourmaline is a really powerful one for all of these. Rose quartz could be like if you're working on self-love, you know what I mean? Do one of these rituals for yourself too, and set that intention for your healing. And you can call through Archangel Raphael. It's really great at assisting with this stuff too. The affirmation for green tourmaline is, I am enlightened. My spirit runs through all I do. I don't know if they make green tourmaline garlands. You mean like a necklace? That's what my understanding of what a garland is sort of like a necklace that's made out of like isn't it like flowers, petals or something? Garland? All right. And I want to reiterate just for people, we're not going to get into all of this, but heart healing dioptase, really powerful crystal to assist with more opening and activation healing of the heart chakra. And also pyrite here, especially if we're trying to work on abundance, bringing more joy, bringing more spark, more life into your life. Work with pyrite. All right. And any of these green and gold crystals that you're being drawn toward right now, you guys. I want to pull a couple Lightworkers Oracle cards to close. I have the Conscious Spirit deck here too, but I want to pull a Lightworkers Oracle. Clear. I was called to grab my Conscious Spirit deck though, so trying to see what time is it. Yeah, I got a few more minutes. We're on a little bit of a time crunch today. No, I'm being called toward the Conscious Spirit right now. Yeah. A necklace would probably do the trick, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you have several people that you have different intentions for. Yeah. I feel like it's important, though, for each relationship to have a separate stone and a separate energy and intention set. Clear. If it's family, I guess, and everyone's connected, I could see that maybe just using like setting an intention for each member into the stone. I could see that could work. Like I said, if that feels like that's going to work, then go with your intuition. Always, whenever anything, we all know at this point, it's kind of like pointless to even reiterate it, right? That we trust our intuition over that trumps everyone and everything else. Hello, Fresh Start. Welcome. Clear. All right. Let's get a couple cards for this 11/11 gateway, this November energy. Couple, perhaps closing cards here. We may not pull the Lightworker Oracle today, but if anybody has the copy of the Lightworker Oracle, you may want to pull a card for yourself today. I'm feeling like there might be a message for you in there if you have your own deck. And we'll see. Maybe we will end up this. I feel like this may be the closing deck, though, the Conscious Spirit deck for today. 11/11 gateway. We have the Forest Frolic Maiden card coming out. I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy he or she brings. Beautiful. Connecting with, activating that inner child. Yeah, Spirit's saying, remember what we said. Do things that raise your vibration over these next couple months, right? Not just today or always, right? But especially right now, do things that raise your vibration. That's what the word frolic, this is the key word here. All right. Things that bring you into that lighthearted energy. Explore, frolic, giggle, right? Any of these beautiful childlike energies of innocence. Hello, Miller Time. Welcome. We have the water elemental coming out as well. So we have earth and water out here on the table. I allow my mind, body, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. And I feel like, Tommy, I feel like you mentioned something. You almost gave us some sort of quote like this, I feel like, at the beginning of this live stream. I can't remember exactly what you said, but it was something to this effect. So I think that's really funny that we have this coming out now. And a lot of us, right, we talked about this. There are major life changes happening for so many of us right now, right? We are shifting into a brand new timeline. And this one, remember, we shift timelines all the time, right? We are constantly shifting in and out of timelines, dimensions, whatever you want to call it. But most of them are so similar to this one that we don't even notice the difference. Sometimes we do. And that's sometimes where we see, like when people talk about sometimes like the glitches in the matrix and these little things, or when something was one way and now it's a different way. Those are timeline shifts. All right. Hello, Sophie. Love you so much. So glad you could join us. So we're doing it all the time, but this is a big one, you guys. So we're going to be seeing the repercussions of this, the changes of this in our physical reality in big ways. There are major changes afoot. I just love saying it like that. Major changes afoot right now, you guys. So throughout this process, try to be remain in this childlike joy. All right. Try not to take things too seriously. Try to be lighthearted. Try to look at it the way that your inner child might look at it, like an adventure, right? That's how we would do our best to look at everything in our lives as an adventure, right? This is also saying, like, we don't need to plot out exactly how we're going to navigate this course. All right. We just need to go with it. We need to flow with it. We need to approach each day as it comes. And know that we're not going to have it all figured out all at once. We're not meant to. Yeah, just keep working with it, Sophie. And if you need me, email me. We talked about, Sophie, go ahead and rewind after we're done here. We talked about different crystals to use, some of them that really help with the nervous system. That was a big energy that was coming through. And definitely go ahead and get yourself checked out too. All of you guys, we always want to remember, like, we are not doctors. Sometimes the doctors have assistance and energy for us. Sometimes it's good to get ourselves medically cleared. I'm not against Western medicine. I think that a fusion of Western medicine with everything else that we've developed, honestly, sometimes is the most effective way. Yes, a lot of Western medicine systems are run by the cabal, and there is a lot of dark energy associated. But at the same time, there are some really helpful things that we've figured out over the last however many years, right, with modern medicine. And they can be helpful sometimes. It can be helpful to, we bring everything together. We meld everything together, all of our resources. So sometimes we do want to go get ourselves checked out just to make sure that we're not missing something. All right. We don't want to just automatically assume it's an ascension symptom. If it feels nagging and we have that sense, trust your intuition. If you intuitively just feel like there's something that needs to be addressed medically, go ahead and get that checked out as well. All right. So I do feel like I want to say that for people too. But yeah, our nervous systems are really going through it right now. So the gold and green tourmaline came through as the crystals to work with. And yeah, I mean, we are, like we said, we're in that process of rebirth right now. So we are kind of hanging in limbo. And we will be feeling that way probably for the rest of this year. Like I said, that's why the main guidance is just to rest, to regenerate, to recuperate, to take it easy, to ground ourselves, to work with the elements, to connect with nature. I love you, Tammy. It's going to be really, really important for us, and to be really gentle and really loving with ourselves. And the new moon is absolutely bringing new activations. You've been wearing your tourmaline every single day. Perfect. Perfect. Charge it with the moon too. Charge it in the sunlight and charge it with the moon. Yeah. So as we were saying, take each day as it comes. All right. Don't try to plan everything out. Just flow with it. Allow your higher self to guide you. This is a period right now where we feel so lost, right? Where we're in this, it's like a void of course moon kind of an energy, right? As we're moving toward the new moon in Scorpio and we're moving toward the rest of 2023, we're in this energy. We're floating in the void right now. What we're meant to be doing is learning how to allow spirit to guide us, how to allow our higher self to come in and direct us. And our higher self's not going to give us a million of steps forward. It's not going to show us the game plan for the next 5 years, right? Our higher self wants us to learn exactly, Miller, how to surrender, how to go with the flow, how to trust. It's going to show us one step and then it's going to show us the next. And something that keeps popping into my mind. And we've all been given the go ahead to create our own cave of creation meditation for my teacher, Aurora, that I learned the aura hypnosis healing from. She has a channeled meditation called Into the Cave of Creation. And I haven't recorded my own copy of it yet, but she has one on her website, and I'll link it in the description, or her YouTube, whatever. I'll link it in the description box below for you guys. I'm feeling like that meditation is going to be really helpful for people moving through this energy. So I'm going to link that for you guys. And that meditation is kind of the same thing as you're moving. It's like you're walking through darkness, and the only thing you can see is these golden outlines of your footsteps behind you, right? Which are going to trace the way back for you as you're walking toward this cave. And the cave of creation represents the Divine Mother's womb. It's a really powerful meditation, really great for clearing energy, for getting messages from your higher self. So I'm going to link that for you guys. Yeah, salt baths, absolutely. Crying. So this is, Sophie, this is working with water, right? Working with the element of water in a really powerful way. And we learned this in the aura regression that I shared with you guys, where she talked about the power of tears and how tears are purifying. Water itself is purifying and activating. And so when we cry, we're producing water. We are purifying ourselves. All right. It is very healing. It goes way deeper than what people think because of the activation of water. All right. We're also cleansing our sight. Remember, the water gets produced by our eyes. Okay. Our eyes are our outer sight. All right. So there's a clearing of sight. There's like when we cry, when we allow this energy, this catharsis to happen, we open up our ability to see and perceive more clearly as well. All right, so crying in a salt bath, that is perfect as far as releasing and purification goes. That is, you're doing powerful alchemical work right now, just by doing that. Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. I know it's heavy, but every time we allow ourselves a deeper level of release, we get a little bit lighter, right? On the bottom of the deck, we have spirit guides and spirit awakens. Ooh. All right. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. And I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. This is us aligning into our higher timeline, into the earth's higher timeline for ascension. All right. And it's a 1 card, double that. That's 11. Well, double it, it's 2 actually, but you know what I mean. 1 is 11. And then we have the spirit guides is 25. 5 plus 2 is 7. Right? Yeah. This is also a reminder for us. See how the angel is right behind her spirit guides. We are surrounded by our spirit guides, by our team, by the love of our higher selves all the time. Trust in the messages you're receiving right now. Trust in what is falling out of your life. Trust in whatever you are going through. And know that it is preparing you for this next chapter of your journey. You are coming into alignment right now, even if it feels like everything in your life is falling apart, especially if it feels like everything in your life is falling apart. All right, so trust it. Trust yourself. Trust your benevolent team. Trust the process. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I honor you so much. Exactly, you don't reduce master numbers. 11, 22, and 33 are always 11, 22, and 33. Exactly. That's why today breaks down to an 11. If you add up all the numbers of the day, 20, 23, 11, 11, they break down to 11. So that's what makes it an 11, 11, 11 portal today. Clear. It is a master number day, a master portal. And we are all masters. So really remember that. Tap into that aspect of you. Know that. Connect with that aspect of who you are as a master. Yeah. And just continue. I don't know. I always feel like I need to say something really inspirational at the end of the live stream, but just go ahead and watch. Watch the rest of it if you miss some of it. There's lots of good stuff sprinkled in there. I always feel like if I try to come up with something really inspirational to like close it out with, it just sounds like trite and stupid and just forced. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do that. I love you guys. You're amazing. Take advantage of this beautiful day. Try the 369 scripting if you want. I think it would be fun if a bunch of us did it together and just like continue to share with each other kind of like what our progress is with that. So I'm inviting anybody who wants to begin with me today on 11/11/11, right? Which is a perfect day to begin this manifesting. And if you guys don't know what that is, we talked about it earlier in the video. I'm also going to share a little mini video on 369 scripting on TikTok, somebody that I found talking about it. So you guys can check that out as well. And maybe I'll share it on here too. So that way people can find it. And if you want a little more details about that, clear. And in with a laugh is always high vibrational. Exactly. And what is the last card that I flipped to when I just shuffled the deck? Rest at day's end. 4-0. And I noticed the fours at 40 minutes. I don't know what I said at 40 minutes, but I remember looking up at the clock and it felt important. So the energy of 4 and 4-0, specifically 40, 0440, that is an important number for somebody and some of us as well. Clear. Interestingly enough. All right. You still get lost on TikTok. Okay, Tammy, I got you covered. All right, you guys, I love you so much. You are so beautiful. You are so amazing. Oh, yes, 1:11. Perfect time to end this live stream. I will talk to you all very soon. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.